board, Kerry Skellern. Kerry has been on the Avondale board for the past 3 years, whilst the club has undertaken significant course and clubhouse renovations. Hi, Kerry.
Hi, Sharon.
Wow, what a week. It has been crazy, but crazy good. The Avondale Amateur is fast becoming one of the premier amateur tournaments and takes a serious amount of planning. In an interview with Ian Skinner, he said that they'd been working on this year's event for a year. What does an event like this mean for a golf club like Avondale?
Sharon, it does mean a lot of work, but it is a really special opportunity for us to showcase the club and to really showcase the club in every respect. So the facilities, our new clubhouse that you just mentioned, the course, but I think also the passion of our membership. So our members love acting as volunteers. They do a fantastic job in supporting the event, but I think they also just have a lot of fun.
Avondale has some very highly ranked junior players, Jai Picken and Grace Kim being the top two. How is it that a club on the Sydney's North Shore gets this kind of quality of player?
So Avondale has a wonderful junior program that's been running for a number of years, and that program was initiated by a group of members that I guess really looked to the future and thought that it would be great for us to have a lot of younger members around the club. Jai and Grace and a number of others who are in the field today are obviously in the sort of high performance or scholarship group, and we support them in a range of ways. We provide them with financial support, and we just regard them as a really key component of Avondale. Below the scholarship squad, we also have a development squad who are our younger players, not quite at that high performance level, but really getting to know the game and having a great time along the way. And then we have our brand new cadets. So we have a program on Sundays, which is for younger kids, very new to golf. And I think all those aspects of the program really feed through into creating those high performance players.
I think it also, from my perspective, actually being a junior golfer, you yourself were a junior golfer, I think having other young members around, it's kind of self-fulfilling really, because it's fun to be up here. I mean, The kids do spend hours and hours on the range and the putting green with each other, which is all good for their game and good for us as a club.
Absolutely. And on the days when you see Jai and Grace around, it's really inspiring for the other kids, and you see them out there just having a lot of fun together. Yeah.
So the scholarship, you mentioned what we do in the kind of the 2 tiers of the scholarship. How does something like that get funded? Does the club fund it? Do the members pay for it? Or do you do fundraising? How does that all happen?
So we have a standalone fund, the Junior Member Development Fund, and that is funded completely separate to the club's operations, and it's supported entirely by donations. So those donations can come from anyone, but primarily they come from Avondale members. That fund is carefully managed, and we make sure that we support the kids to the best of our ability from the money that we have available. We do, donations come all through the year, but we do also have a dedicated fundraising event in December, which is a special day where we get all the kids along, we get to watch them play a shot here or there, and the members get involved in all sorts of activities, and we have a big auction and a dinner at night.
So if I wanted to donate to the junior fund, how would I do it during the year?
Anytime through the year. The easiest way to do it is to go to our website, and whether you're a member or a guest on the website, if you go to the club tab, you'll find a link through to the Junior Member Development Fund, and you can donate there through the Australian Sports Foundation, and all donations are tax deductible.
Yeah, tax deductible. We like that. We have a new general manager that started this week. Talk about sink or swim. Please tell us a little bit about him.
So Tim is into day 4 today. He came back. We're glad to have him back, so it's been a good start. And I learnt through yesterday's interview that red cordial for hiccups is one of his key tips, so that's very interesting. Tim has over 20 years of experience running golf clubs, Bonnie Doon and Concord in Sydney, and most recently Royal Queensland, which is one of Avondale's reciprocal clubs. So we've brought someone in from within the family. We're very excited that he has a strong financial background, so he's going to be able to manage the business of the club. But I think more importantly, he has a strong focus on member service, and he's really keen to be out there, understanding what our members want and making sure we deliver that.
I know the tournament hasn't concluded yet, and I don't want to jinx it, but I believe that it has been a resounding success. Any special mentions?
So, a few special mentions at the risk of leaving out some people who've done a wonderful job.
Sorry.
All good. I think first of all, our volunteers. So I mentioned them earlier, but they really are, once the tournament gets going, they're the engine room of doing everything from live scoring through to the proud, largely men who've been collecting the garbage on a routine schedule every day. So they really do make the tournament a success. The heavy lifting around organising the event is the Avondale Amateur Committee, and I know, as Ian has mentioned, that the work will start for next year in a couple of weeks' time. So that's a group of people, but I think probably the one to mention is Ian Skinner as our club captain and chair of that committee. He works tirelessly through the year, but then particularly through this week to really ensure the event is a success.
And even last week I saw him out while we were playing golf, early morning, measuring his little wheel, where the pin placements were going to be. And
so I'm not sure he's slept for the last couple of weeks.
It does take a lot of effort.
Next week. And I think this year, in terms of special mentions, I'd like to mention our course superintendent, David Warwick. Our unique bushland setting is something that we love, but it does give David and his team some significant challenges in preparing through a summer such as we've just had. And David and his team have worked so hard to do the best they possibly could to get the course ready for the event. So I think David is certainly one in particular this year deserves a special mention.
Yes, and some stress vacation.
Yeah.
Well, that's it, folks. Thanks for tuning in. If you haven't done so already, subscribe below to get any updates of Avondale Am Insights, which will include player interviews and live footage from the tournament play. Goodbye, good health and good golfing. Thanks, Kerry.
Thanks.